Hi, as much as if you've been keeping up with my series, this little series I'm doing, I'm reading these books that my daughter inherited, and this is volume 2. See, volume 2. It has on it an interesting story already. Inside we have this illustration in the front, and if you pretty much see, it's going to be about Moses, looks like, if you know your Bible. Okay, this right here, it says the Bible story, volume 2, Mighty Men of Old, from the Exodus to the dedication of Aaron. That's what it says. Then it said, it didn't have an illustration. This one says the Bible story, more than 400 stories in 10 volumes covering the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Volume 2, Mighty Men of Old, by author S. Maxwell, author of Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories, The Children's Hour with Uncle Arthur, The Secret of the Cave, etc. Reviewed and Herald Publishing Company, Washington, D.C. And then this illustration is what we got. And it looks like it's Egypt, right? Ooh, interesting, man. Okay. It says this book is copyrighted 1954 by the Review Herald Publishing Association. All rights reserved. No part of it, literary or pictorial context, may be reproduced without permission of the publishers. All illustrations, paintings are by Herbert Rudine, except those individually credited. Offset printed in the United States. And then on this is first illustration, and then up at the top, and then of course the content. The caption for this says, and it's by Russell Harlan, when Jacob made Joseph a beautiful coat of many colors as a sign of his affection, it excited the envy of all Joseph's brothers, and they began to plot how they might destroy him. Then, of course, it has contents. Part 1, story of Jacob, Esau, and Joseph. And then Genesis 25:19 through chapter 50:26. And then it's got so much, so little, cheating never pays, the ladder from earth to heaven, the long, long lesson, struggle in the night, the twins make peace, sold into slavery, the sad, sad journey, two strange dreams, from the dungeon to the throne, and noblest of all. And that's all in part 1. Part 2 is called The Stories of Egypt, and it's Exodus 1 through verse 1 through chapter 10, verse 29. It says, light in the darkness, the baby to the rescue, train a prince, flight for a life, voice in the desert, God's sevenfold promise, frogs in paradise, 3 dark dates. And that's part 2. Part 3 said stories of Exodus, Exodus 11 through 18:27. I hate to say this, but you gotta watch your ears. but it says it. Blood on the doorpost, on to freedom, walk through the sea, songs of victory, flood in the desert, too busy doing good. And then part 5, it says, stories of Moses and the tabernacle. Exodus 19 to Leviticus 8:36. 10 golden rules, Israel's traffic laws, Moses on the mount, trouble in the camp, face to face with God, called by name, building the tabernacle, and blood on their toes. And that was the intro to the book, and we'll see you in a bit.